Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. We're at part 18 of the Final Fantasy IV Let's Play. So, we've got all the optional shit done in the moon, for now anyway. Let's go back to Earth.
Is there a next dungeon?
Well, there's two things we can do in the moon, but we're not ready for that just yet. In the meantime, we will advance plot. Oh, let's go blow up the whale.
I honestly fucking did something against this.
You idiot! Put it on neutral! Put it on neutral! We're too late. The giant of Babil. Babil. Oh god damn, we're heading to Earth to make sure this thing wasn't summoned when it gets... we're heading to Earth to make sure this thing wasn't summoned, and it ends up being summoned anyway. Anyway, so this is the reason why Golbez was collecting all the crystals. Well, I should say Zemus was collecting all the crystals so he can summon the giant of Babel.
They're tugboat!
Which it's, but it summons the giant of Babel so it can wipe out all of Earth's inhabitants so that Zemus can live in the blue planet all for himself. What an ass! So, fuck, what do we do? I mean, the giant of Babel's been summoned.
We go make a blue light on the moon.
By the way, the prototype version of this thing is a super boss in the DS version.
Why is it always such a prototype that being stronger than the
I don't. Well, no, remember, we don't technically fight this thing head on.
Yeah, I know, but still, it's like, really? Why are prototypes usually stronger than the real things? In Final Fantasy 13-2, the portal behemoth will easily murder the rest of your... will easily murder you in real life compared to any other bird.
Luckily, though, we have help this time.
Alright, the magnificent stash.
The tanks are going in.
Fuck the tanks, give me Yang.
We got the cavalry here. Add Yang. Yang and his merry band of sidekicks.
We have Yang and the cavalry.
Yeah.
Give me Yang, we'll be alright.
Oh, look at that. Paul and Pearl are just fine. The Elder restored us.
Now that's what I call having a huge stiffy. The courage you have given me.
Oh, bullshit. They dragged him out of his bed. Edward, the giant of Babel's here.
My monster can't be destroyed.
It's a defense move. The giant looks confused. It doesn't know how to assess this. What? In prey control. So we need to infiltrate the giant.
It's fine, infiltrate. We're just running up to it.
Yeah, we need to go within the giant, you could say.
Harriet. Alright, so here's the story so far. We went to the moon on a giant whale ship, and then we managed to fight blow speed demons, loads of monsters, and now Renee can summon a dragon. Makes sense?
Stay with me here. So we need to go inside the giant to deactivate it from the inside. Luckily, the giant is such a good sport that he's letting us do this. Where the hell are we going through the mouth? Yeah, I think in a sense. Yeah, we're in the giant's mouth. According to the status screen. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the giant of Babul. Also sporting my favorite theme in the entire game.
Yes, I agree. I love this track.
Yeah. Isn't it Dissidia? It's in Dissidia?
It's DLC, but you get worse tracks and stuff for extra tracks for your game.
Yeah.
And within the Giants one,
Is it remixed or is it the original? It's the original. Huh. It's funny though, because I don't think I've actually heard a remix of Within the Giant that I like. It just doesn't be. I just loved how wonderfully composed the original theme is. You know. I'm curious enough at times. I stole a siren from that searcher. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, that's another reason why this is post-commentary, man. We'll be getting more into that later. Right now, we're just gonna make sure the searcher dies. Searcher is also like, you know, the eyes that we saw in the Tower of Babel. If you attack it, yeah. pretty much. And you know, like last time, if you attack it while it's by itself, it will summon an enemy. You can potentially farm these enemies to get a maximum amount of experience. In fact, I would say that the Giant of Babel is actually one of the best places to grind in the entire game. You're only here once though, so I would actually recommend, because I didn't do it for this playthrough. I only have like 4 cottages left in my inventory, and the Giant of Babel is like Matt said, is a one trip only. But there's no shops in here, so if you're out of cottages and shit like that, you can potentially hose yourself. Yeah, not completely, but you could potentially hose yourself.
Yeah, right. Alright, what was the attack?
So be very careful. Bring a hell of a lot of cottages on it before you land back on Earth from the moon. If you're wondering where you can shop on the moon, there's actually this one place I didn't show off while we're on the moon. It's actually the Hemingway's home, or the Hemingway. We actually find Hemingway. Ernest Hemingway. Ernest Hemingway is actually from the moon. Who knew? Yeah, there's actually this little cave area to the south of, I think, the Lair of the Father that has nothing but Hemingways. And so we find out from that Hemingway is actually from a moon. But you can buy items from one of the Hemingways in that place, and I think one of them is cottages. And elixirs. It's the only place in the game where you can buy elixirs, but they're fucking expensive as fuck. I think like five. Yeah.
Actually, there was a shop in Final Fantasy called
Johnny Shop.
Yeah, it's actually like it's not maybe like 3 exclamation points. Buy elixir there.
Real cheap.
$10,000.
Damn.
Not to mention that, considering how you can easily break the economy with Tom Mary in that game.
Yeah. Santetsuken.
Your ass has been kicked.
That's badass.
Too bad it's hardly as effective until Final Fantasy VIII.
Yeah, Odin, as badass as he looks, it's not that very effective, I would say, in this game. Armor construct.
By the way, Final Fantasy IX.
Yeah.
Remember Odin had 2 attacks in that game too?
Yeah.
Is that Tetsuken?
And there's the lance. The lance, yeah. No, Zantetsuken is the instant kill. The lance is when he can't instant kill the enemies that is on the screen.
Right, but there's also when you got the
Oh, well, I barely done that. Didn't you need dark matter for that?
No, you need dark matter to learn Odin. You get something called the I forget the exact name of the aroma, but if you get that, you get like a special little item that teaches Garnet for 16 stones, a second ability that lets Odin do regular wind damage instead of the
Instant kill.
Right, but here's the thing. Odin's formula was inverted. For Odin's instant kill to work at the maximum 50% rate, you had to have 99 ores. Wind Sword dealt more damage as the more ores went up, or less damage the more ores you had. But in return,
It might be something like that.
no, basically it's like, the more ores you have, the greater the instant kill works, but
Yeah.
the less damage Odin's sword does. The inverted is the true for the other way around. The less ores you have, the more damage Wind Sword does, but Zantetsuken isn't as
It's less effective. Yeah, that's kind of a weird anomaly.
Believe it or not, a lot of the formulas in 9 had, a lot of the Eidolons had weird formulas that got kicked into play when Boost was active.
Now, if you're wondering, for those of you watching the game, why the Clockwork Soldiers were sometimes hitting themselves at points, if you cast a Thunder spell on them, they're not weak to Thunder, but a Thunder attack actually short circuits them for a time being. They will attack themselves after you cast a Thunder spell on them. So, you know, in addition to hitting them with high power Thundaga, or Thundara, because I don't have Thundaga, you can cause them to attack themselves. See? I like that. It's a good attention to detail. They are robots. In a sense, yeah. Okay, now I learned Thundaga. Monster of the Box. Optic Blaster. No. Optic Blaster, I believe, counterattacks every spell with magnetism. Yeah, or it's a stop spell. They're so adorable. It also causes a slowdown. Flare. Non-elemental burst of fire. Gotta say though, like the original SNES animation better. Yeah, boom. Yeah, pretty badass.
Oh, fuck you.
Nothing. Well, no, I got the. The hell did I get in there? I don't even remember what I got. There's a. All right, here's a save point. Only save point in the. Remember, if you're ill-equipped, don't save. Just die, so you'll be sent back to your save point in the moon, and just work your way until you're finally strong enough to go inside the giant of Babel.
I almost thought you said javelin.
The javelin. It's the giant of javelin. The javelin of Babil. We just looked at it for a while. What the hell do we do with this?
And then you end up getting stabbed by it.
Anyway, so there's a few things I want to do here before we head off.
500 sirens?
Yes. The way I have it set up is that I can go to the configuration menu and set my cursor to keep. I have Edge Steel. I have Rosie use Prey. Set it on auto battle. That's all they do. Edge will continuously steal. Rosa will continuously use Prey. You see, the thing with Edge's steal is that if he doesn't successfully steal something from the enemy, he loses a bit of HP. About like 2 points of damage, nothing big. So Prey is used to counter that. So he's always at full health.
So you stole that many sirens?
I stole over 500 sirens, yes. We're going to be needing those later. Why? Well, I'll show you later. But now
Go outside.
Now I'm going to be showing you something that I also like to do on the Giant of Babel. Level grind.
Clockwork Dragon.
So keep fighting. So me, personally, I like to look for a searcher that summons Clockwork Dragons when it's attacked. Because Clockwork Dragons bring out the most experience in this entire dungeon. So the thing is, though, Clockwork Dragons can really hurt if you're not careful enough. Luckily, though, they're susceptible to Tornado. So what you do is that you use Rydia, cast Thunder, weak-ass Thunder on the Searcher, so it only does 1 point of damage. It's enough for the Searcher to summon Clockwork Dragon. You cast Tornado on it, you hit it with a physical attack, lather, rinse, repeat. 56 Clockwork Dragons later, and we're gonna get a really massive experience boost.
Go outside.
No, I'm not really
No,
doing
go to the bar, go out and find a woman, go get yourself laid, do something more. Holy shit!
Everyone's gonna gain about 3 to 4 levels.
Go outside.
Well, if you want to know how long it took, about 45 minutes.
Oh, okay, then.
Unfortunately, I don't think it's possible to have it in a setup where you can just hit auto battle and let them do it themselves. I don't think you can do that.
You'll probably end up targeting yourself or something like that.
We're using Tornado on the Searcher. But that's generally... I always like to do that when I'm playing Final Fantasy IV. And I'm glad that the strategy still works in the PSP version. So now, everyone's 3 to 4 levels stronger. Didn't need to do that, but I like to do it now so I won't have to grind too much later down the road. But now we're ready to clear the Giant of Babel, ladies and gentlemen. And unfortunately, too, I do like this song.
Oh man, this is a great track.
The Inner Stare. So what is that?
One giant stare.
Is esophagus or something?
No, it's just a giant stare. You again!
Conte.
Barbara shit.
Yeah.
Cognazo.
Nazo and Kane. No, I'm kidding.
Scormily. Smiling.
Mylan. And Mylan! The Elemental Archfiend's out of fucking nowhere. Master Zemus blessed them with a second life.
You will have taught us the power of joining forces. That's what we'll do. Of course, he hasn't taught you any brighter, because you're not supposed to heal your enemy.
That guy's like, what the fuck are you doing, man?
I honestly thought you'd fight all 4 of them at once.
I thought that was going to happen, too.
But now they're just Elemental Archfiend.
Yeah. They've been demoted, in a sense. Alright, so now our boss fight here is we're fighting all 4 Elemental Archfiends in a row. Once you clear enough HP from Scarmillion, he will transform into Rubicante.
Transform?
Well, either that or...
Die?
I should say transition.
There you go. Oh shit!
But their elemental weaknesses still apply. They have more HP than before, but their elemental weaknesses still apply. So you got Scarmillion here, Mylan.
It's weak to fire and holy.
Yeah, weak to fire and holy. I wouldn't waste your MP though.
Uh-oh, curse.
Like that. Oh, he used curse on Fusuya. His physical attack is down. The old man can't hit hard.
Oh boy. Like seriously, curse sucks in Crystal Chronicles.
I never played Crystal Chronicles.
I actually kind of liked it. Like it takes a certain mindset to enjoy though.
Yeah.
Like if you don't mind the idea of Final Fantasy the arcade game, then go nuts. Dude, wait, you went from Scarmillion right into Rubicant?
Yes.
Did you just kill the other 2?
No, the order's shifted. It's not like the before.
So it's random?
No, it's not random. It's just different from the previous setup.
Okay. Because when I fought him in
The DS version?
DS version, it went right to in the order I kicked their asses.
Oh, that might have
Oh
been
boy.
changed. It might be random, I don't know.
Firestorm! Oh. River kind of looks like a demon here. Too bad his spray portrait makes him look like a dog.
Well, the difference here, though, with Rubicanti, though, his cloak is always open. He never closes it. So
there's
by
no
all
point.
means, spam the ice attacks. This boss battle actually is not very hard at all.
I kind of thought they would fight you 4-on-1 at the same time.
If it was a 4, if they were fighting all 4 of you at the same time, then that might have been a challenge.
That might have been fun.
Actually, there was an optional super boss added for the DS version, which is essentially
Jorian.
a fusion of all the elements of archery.
Right, Jorian.
I never fought that thing.
I never did either. I didn't get to it yet.
Ow! Ooh, do it again.
Cagnazzo is too kinky to torture indeed.
Now, if you recall last time during a Cagnazzo fight, that he was weak to ice when he was not in his tidal wave form. Well, he is in his tidal wave form now, so you gotta spam thunder.
Right. Here's the drowned king once more, and I gotta admit, how the fuck Cecil didn't realize that this was the king is...
Well, it's a very convincing human disguise.
You would think there would have been some clear-cut clues, like such as ordering genocide against a race of people.
No, yeah, well, that could have been. That should have been a dead giveaway, but Cecil's not too bright.
Cecil's just bad luck.
He was also kind of a pussy when we first began.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we need Kane. Not.
No, we don't need Kane. Kane, I'll show him. Anyway,
Hey, there's your stone touch.
yeah, that's the first time she's actually managed to do that to me in this Let's Play. She didn't do that at all in the first encounter. Which is odd, because I thought she usually countered everything with Stone Touch. Anyway, even though she's kind of a flying enemy, Quake hurts her.
Maybe just throw rocks at her with the quakes.
Yeah, maybe. Shouldn't we be able to cast Quake inside the giant of Babel long enough so it can destroy from the inside?
You would think that's how it would work. And it should. So I don't know why.
Oh, fuck.
Boy. That's a hell of a spell to pick up in our arsenal.
We must be pissing somebody off.
And go figure, the first one down is Edge.
I'm not really surprised. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen.
The 4 Archfiends redux to
She's
dust.
actually slipping through the cracks in the floor.
She's getting sucked out through the space. Everybody gained a level but Edge. Ostrazimus.
Why did you heal the Rubicante?
We have failed again. Farewell, Valiants. Interesting enough, they all die in their own little sprites. You're not gonna bother healing?
Well, I'm gonna use a Phoenix down on Edge, then I'm gonna use a Cottage.
Oh, if you got in a fight between there and then...
I would have edited it out. I was actually sweating a bit there because like I want to go back to the safe point and I want to use the Cottage, but I don't want to run into a random battle. So what's stopping me from using a Phoenix down and using Courage on everyone at this point? I don't know, but we're not done yet, ladies and gentlemen. We have to attack the CPU.
Oh shit. The core processing unit. I think, you know what though, in hindsight, what if the Lunarians are only more advanced because they have Windows 7 and the rest of the world has Windows Vista?
You never know. Anyway, so we have the CPU, the attack node, and the defense node.
A cameo in Duodecim. These become Golbez's new attack, his new HP attacks, where he yells, "Pods! Scatter! Scatter!"
So he takes control of the CPU.
Yeah, basically he throws out 3 notes which are homages of these things, and they use the giant laser attack.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. Also, a very rare animated sprite, I would say.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden it goes haywire. The top becomes a rainbow mess, the black one stays utterly darkened, and then it becomes Ozma.
Son of a bitch. Anyway,
Ouch!
So, as you noticed there, the CPU casts Reflect on itself. So you can't use magical attacks on it. Well, you can technically if you want to bounce off from one of your party members, but I wouldn't recommend doing that, for you see, if the attack node goes bye-bye, in addition to going bye-bye with the defense node, the CPU will counterattack with Object 199, which instantly kills 2 party members. And then it will regenerate the attack node and defense node where it will hopefully think that you will foolishly repeat that strategy again, so it can use Object 199 again on 2 other party members and wreck your shit up. So, but you don't want to leave the defense node alive, because the defense node every turn heals the CPU for 3,000. So what you gotta do is destroy the defense node and then focus all of your attention on the CPU. Leave the attack node alone. You just gotta have to take down those laser barrages like a man.
Unfortunately, that's not the case in the DS version.
No, it's not the case in the DS.
You flip it around. You take out the attack node first and leave the defense node alive.
Yeah.
Because the defense node heals for such a pittance.
Yeah, they reduced the amount it heals the CPU, so...
However, they traded it off by having the attack node deal 2,000 fucking damage.
Yeah, the laser...
And I over-leveled by sheer accident, got to this boss, and I still felt like I needed to grind.
It was the biggest wake out of all the boss strategies that changed dramatically in the DS version. The CPU in itself was like, holy shit!
Yeah,
it's like, this laser barrage shouldn't be kicking my ass.
I kept thinking I was under-leveled.
Yeah, I was like, oh fuck, I'm gonna be in a dead game. It's like, because I can't get past the laser barrage. Then after a while, you know, that game really forces you to think of another strategy. It's like, that trick doesn't work anymore, you fucker. So, yeah. Luckily, we're not playing the DS version. Actually, the laser barrage attack looks pretty cool. Gives me a really bad Omega flashbacks, though.
Like Pillar?
Yeah. No, not like Pillar. Not 8 Omega. 5 Omega. 5 Omega.
They actually have you fight the Final Fantasy 5 Omega and Final Fantasy 13 too. Pretty easy boss, actually. I was like, oh, what did he do to you?
I feel bad for you, man.
Yeah.
You gotta fight that fucking thing. You're the one playing 5.
Oh, fuck, man. Dude, I also gotta fight Shinryu.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna cheese the fuck out of him.
Yeah, whatever, man.
Now, you know what I'm gonna do? Gonna be a group of chemists, mix up a couple dragon potions, boost his level up to 255, cast level 5 death. That's it.
Whatever, counts.
And now without its giant heart, it's going to have a heart failure. Ah!
I was kind of hoping something sweet.
I was kind of expecting Cecil to go, great, now what? How dare you destroy the giant?
I only had 3 payments on that thing.
I only had 3 payments down. I got 199,700 to go. I'm gonna be working for Verizon for the rest of my life.
The high five of doom.
No, the high five of healing.
Son of a bitch. You saw the knockback? It even knocked Fusuya down.
Why was I filled with so much hatred? Ever gain do you remember your father's name? Kluya.
Kluya.
What?
What? Oh boy, Golbez's father's name is the exact same name as Cecil's father's name. So, big
I can imagine Cecil going, that must be a huge coincidence!
Hey, my father's name's Clear too. What a small world, huh?
And then Meridian smacks him on the back of the head.
Cecil and Golbez are brothers.
The seeds of evil that lay inside me. He saw that evil and helped it grow.
The DS version expands on that a bit.
Yeah.
They give.
And it was a real heartbreaking scene in a way.
Yeah, Golbez really had it pretty tough as a kid.
Yeah, because he couldn't master white magic for the life of him.
Although I will say that Golbez is a pretty fucking stupid nickname in a sense. Golbez's real name is Theodore, wasn't it?
Theodore.
Theodore.
Cecil and Theodore. That sounds like names you hear on the moon. My brother. Yes? Cecil? Psst. Yeah.
The giant classic.
We might be in trouble. Thank you, Edge.
Oh, the chime is collapsing.
Somebody give him a high five.
I don't know if I'm ready yet.
This way. Yeah, Smart policy.
But I do like that retort. You can doubt me later. It's like, no, I can doubt you now.
Can you imagine Kane actually fucking him over again?
Well, it's kind of weird though, because now that I think about it, Fusuya and Golbez just ditched us. It's like, by the way, the exit's over here.
Somebody played Smashing Ground.
Bottomless trap hole.
Smashing Ground. Bottomless trap hole would have gotten rid of it before it all began.
Very true. So Kane's finally snapped out of it for good. Since Golbez is no longer in the control of Zemus, that, you know.
Oh, Rosa. Oh, Rosa.
It's like, man, you want to read the script or not?
I can imagine Cecil now at this point just grabbing Rosa's ass going, hands off, champ. Meanwhile, Edge just does a fucking pirouette.
He's every right to think that Kane, he's total distrust of Kane, because Kane...
Yeah.
Not very
I can imagine Kane just trying to stab Edge at the back right there. What did I do that to you? Doink! Oop!
practice. Oh, sorry, I haven't.
Sorry, my mother was a tomberry.
So Cecil wants to go back to the moon to help Golbez, but he doesn't want to bring Rosa or Iridia along. Of course, they're not
Sexism
happy about that.
Because, you know, women can't do anything but sit back at the house.
No, they've only been following us since the beginning of the fucking game.
Exactly. Iridia lost 7 years because of you. Kick him in the balls.
If I was Iridia, I'd say, you want the fucking talk. You spent 50% of your adventure on the fucking floor.
Imagine the bestiary.
Edge. Slain 36.
No, bestiary. Cecil records all the wildlife. Kane records all the dragons. He records all the floor textures. Oh, we're going to the moon. Moonstone, rock, cobalt,
Velcro.
dirt.
Who knew? How far do you think they would have gotten without a white mage? Oh, that wasn't very far at all. They were a random encounter.
Out of the way, bitch. Nope. Why are you doing this? Right in front of Kane, too. Oh!
I don't understand why Cecil would suddenly go all white knight and say, oh, I can't get a little female get involved.
I was surprised he didn't go white knight earlier. He's a fucking paladin. I got a kick out that he did it right in front of Kate too. Tender strawberry lips.
We can now change party members at the Hall of Prayer in Mysidia.
So we can have Yang back, which is awesome. We can have Sid back, which is subpar. We can have Edward back, which is no.
Which is no. Well, on a scale from 1 to 10, I'd give that about a no. Alright, so we can technically venture into the final dungeon right now.
But beforehand, we're gonna cure Cecil's narcolepsy.
But we're not ready to go there just yet. No, not yet. If we're playing the original version, then yeah. But we're not going to. This is the PSP version, which has all the exclusive bonus shit from the Game Boy Advance version.
That transition always looks really cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. But we'll see what we mean when we meet up next week, ladies and gentlemen.
Here's a hint. Mysidia.